Hey everybody, this is James with WSTrades.com. I want to provide an update here on a couple stocks, Palantir and Tesla. So taking a look here first at ticker symbol PLTR or Palantir Tech Inc. There was a recent price target cut here. So Deutsche Bank adjusts Palantir Technologies price target to $18 from $25, but maintaining a hold rating. It also says here that there's an average rating of hold on the stock and price targets ranging from $13 to $31. So, on the low end there, price target of $13, and on the high end, a much higher price target of $31. It says here, according to analysts polled by Capital IQ. So pretty wide range there. Deutsche Bank cutting the price down there a little bit. But if you look at that $18 price target, that is, quite a bit higher than the stock is trading right now, as a lot of stocks have had a big dump here recently. Markets have had some crazy selling. Let's check out some price action right now on PLTR. And for a long time here on the daily chart, it was really trading within a range. You see some very high prices here at the start of this chart, and then around February of 2021, it kind of fell below this $28 level. And then it had a low here around $17 or so, and it was really trapped within that range for a long time. I mean, from February 2021, it was holding that price level until early January of this year, where it fell below that $17 level. So it's just kind of chopping around, bouncing around within that range. And then with a lot of things, a big move down here lately, and this big move down and this big market sell-off is what triggered this thing to really go below this low point of $17 here. So this was definitely, a very long-term support level here on the daily chart for the stock. You see it bottoming out here in May when we had a big market sell-off, May of 2021. That's when it came down here and touched the $17 level. And then it stayed above that for the longest time here until, again, early January, where it made this big move below. If you're trading the daily time frame here, something really key that I am looking at is this 21-day exponential moving average, because you see when it made a move down here mid-November, it hasn't been able to get back above this 21-day EMA. So right now, this 21-day EMA is definitely dynamic resistance at this point. You see some pretty good moves down. It rallied up, tried to get near it, couldn't get above it, sold off again. Then a lot of candles here ramming up against that 21, but just not able to break through it. Sold off again, a little bit of a rally back, couldn't quite get back to that 21, and then another big dump. As we've seen a lot of things sell off hard here in the last couple of weeks. Right now on the daily chart, this thing is beat down pretty crazy on the RSI. RSI right now is below 20. So I would kind of expect this thing pretty soon here to have some profit taking on the selling and for this thing to tick up. It made a big move down on Friday, finished almost 8% lower at the close on Friday. So yeah, I would expect this thing to bounce here pretty soon, even if it's just going to be for some profit taking and try to head back towards that 21-day EMA. Zooming out here again, we don't have a low point on the daily chart below where it's trading right now. Within the last year, we've never been this low. Let's check out the weekly chart, pull up the 3-year weekly. So the 3-year weekly doesn't give a ton of detail either between where it's at right now and about $10. You can see some candles here at the beginning of this chart, really just kind of trading sideways around that $10 level. You got some rejection there, a wick sticking out. So from what I can tell right now, this thing may be heading down and working its way to test that $10 level, maybe a little higher than that. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Even though I do expect this thing to kind of bounce and make a move back towards the 21-day EMA, what's going to happen at that point? Is it going to try to work back up to this 21 and continue to sell off? But to me, it looks like it may be coming down to test this $10 level. And then to the upside, if we zoom in here on the weekly chart, we keep it on this weekly. This thing made a big move down here on the weekly below the 21. Then it really started to go sideways and it tried to find a bottom here at 18. So it was really trying to support this level on the weekly. And then with the big move down, it couldn't do it. So to the upside, you know, if the markets kind of recover here and things settle down and this crazy sell-off kind of chills out, you know, I would be looking around $18 to $19 because you can see here where it really tried to support that level on this weekly time frame and then fell through. So, you know, if the buyers step back in, start to drive this price back up, you know, I'll be looking at 18. Is it going to come up to that level and blast through it and close above it on this weekly? Or is it going to hit that level, sell off, you know, and maybe we're going to continue back down working towards that $10 level? So let's take a look here at Tesla now. Looking at some recent news stories here, there is one talking about Giga Berlin has been a non-starter, primarily due to opposition from local environmental groups. Tesla shared an image of graffiti art at Giga Berlin on its official Twitter account on Friday, and the tweet was promptly retweeted by its flamboyant CEO, Elon Musk. The graffiti is a collage of two paintings, with one showing a man wearing a mask and the other one revealing a hand holding a ball extending from a building, on which Giga is written. The tweet set tongues wagging over the possibility that Giga Berlin plant may soon begin operation. One Twitter user explicitly commented that Giga Berlin has opened or is about to be opened imminently. So that's one of the recent news stories here on Tesla. Let's take a look here on some of the price action. Here on the daily chart, it looks to me that it is still working its way down to this $900 level. After it had this fat rally to 1200, fat sell-off with a lot of things selling off here the last week or two. So yeah, it looks like it's probably going to come down here and still test this $900 level. I'll be looking there, you know, what's going to happen at that point. You can see the RSI sitting at 39 right now, so it's not quite oversold. So I could definitely see this thing continuing to dump down to this level. And then what's going to happen there at 900, you know, are the bulls going to step in and support this recent level here around 900 and keep this as a support level? Or are the bears going to crush it, close it below that level, and are we going to make a really significant move down? And then to the upside, you know, if this thing does rally off of this 900 level or start to move back up, I would expect it to probably come up and retest this 1200. I mean, you can see it's pretty much tucked within that range for a while now. In October, we broke through this $900 level. Ran a little above that $1,200 level here when it peaked out at $1,243, but you know, since that point in October, it's really been trapped between 900 and about $1,250. So it's really been chopping within that range. So yeah, those are some key prices I'm looking at to the downside and also to the upside. But I'll continue to keep you guys updated on Palantir and Tesla. Please like this video. Please also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this. Talk to you soon.